What you needed to know about infant formula ingredients. Whole milk is separated into cream and skim, and the skim milk, 8.6% dry matter, is concentrated by evaporation, condensed liquid skim, and spray dried to form a powder. The powder contains about 34 to 36% protein on dry basis and is about 97% dry matter. Condensed skim, 35% dry matter, can be used as a fresh ingredient in dairy product and food manufacture. Non-fat dry milk can be stored and shipped long distances. These products have been common in the dairy industry for 75 years. Since the baby formula with non-fat milk, the idea was to add the fats back in from the plant-based oils, the vegetable oils, so that baby is getting the right blend of fats. Vegetable oil, palm oil, coconut, soy, and high oleic sunflower oils are renewable sources of oils that can be used as industrial feedstocks to replace products that are derived from non-renewable oils. Here we will discuss the most controversies. 1. The palm oil, which is refined, bleached and deodorized form of palm oil which is extracted after crushing palm fruit. Saturated fat boosts bad LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, both of which are risk factors for heart disease. Palm oil and coconut oil got a bad reputation because they're high in saturated fat, which has long been linked to heart disease. The use of palm oil by the food industry is increasingly criticized, especially in Italy, for its purported negative effects on human health and environment. However, studies shown that no evidence does exist on the specific health effects of palm oil consumption as compared to other saturated fatty acids-rich fats. The stereospecific distribution of saturated fatty acids in the triacylglycerol molecule of palm oil limits their absorption rate and metabolic effects. In agreement with international guidelines, saturated fatty acids intake should be kept 10% of total energy, within a balanced diet. Within these limits, no effect of palm oil consumption on human health, and specifically on CVD or cancer risk, can be foreseen. The whey from cheese making has the fat removed with a cream separator and then the liquid whey, ca 6.2% dry matter. Solids are fractionated using ultrafiltration, concentrated using evaporation, condensed liquid WPC, and spray dried to form a powder. The key thing is that proteins do not pass through the filter, they are concentrated, and lactose does pass through the filter. The WPC commodity powder contains about 34% protein, like non-fat dry milk. You can think of this as a whey powder with some of the lactose removed. The proteins are whey proteins, beta-lactoglobulin and alpha-lactalbumin, and the milk proteins called caseins form the cheese. Currently, WPC powders of higher protein content, up to 80%, are being manufactured and sold as food ingredients. The gastrointestinal microbiota of breastfed babies differ from classic standard formula-fed infants. While mother's milk is rich in prebiotic oligosaccharides and contains small amounts of probiotics, standard infant formula doesn't. Different prebiotic oligosaccharides are added to infant formula: galacto-oligosaccharides, fructo-oligosaccharide, polydextrose, and mixtures of these. There is evidence that addition of prebiotics in infant formula alters the gastrointestinal, GI, microbiota resembling that of breastfed infants. They are added to infant formula because of their presence in breast milk. Infants on these supplemented formula have a lower stool pH, a better stool consistency and frequency, and a higher concentration of bifidobacteria in their intestine compared to infants on a non-supplemented standard formula. Mortierella alpine oil is an oil derived from the Mortierella alpina fungus. It is primarily used in baby formula as a source of arachidonic acid, ARA, and omega-6 fatty acid. This fatty acid, along with docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, are the major long-chain fats in baby's brain and nerve tissue. While not conclusive, some studies have demonstrated that visual acuity, visual attention, cognitive function, and potentially other benefits are positively impacted when DHA and ARA are included in an infant's diet. Schizochytrium sp oil is an alternative oil source of docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, for use in infant formula products. The DHA oil is derived from a new production strain of Schizochytrium sp known as American type cell culture, ATCC, PDA 9695. The oil is referred to as DHAB. DHA is a long-chain fatty acid found naturally in human breast milk. This fatty acid, along with arachidonic acid, ARA, are the major long-chain fats in baby's brain and nerve tissue. DHA is also an important structural component of an infant's brain and eyes. Calcium is vital for the formation of strong bones and teeth and for the maintenance of healthy gums. It is also important in the maintenance of a regular heartbeat and in the transmission of nerve impulses. It is needed for muscular growth and contraction, and for the prevention of muscle cramps. It may increase the rate of bone growth and bone mineral density in children. Calcium provides energy and participates in the protein structuring of RNA and DNA. Calcium maintains proper cell membrane permeability, aids in neuromuscular activity, helps to keep the skin healthy. Calcium protects the bones and teeth from lead by inhibiting absorption of this toxic metal. If calcium is taken with iron, they bind together, preventing the optimal absorption of both minerals. It is therefore best to take calcium and iron at different times. Also, the truth is that the most common form of calcium supplement today, calcium carbonate, is derived from limestone. Potassium is important for a healthy nervous system and a regular heart rhythm. It helps prevent stroke, aids in proper muscle contraction, and works with sodium to control the body's water balance. Potassium is important for chemical reactions within the cells and aids in maintaining stable blood pressure and in transmitting electrochemical impulses. Potassium also regulates the transfer of nutrients through cell membranes. Together with magnesium, potassium can help prevent calcium oxalate kidney stones. Ferrous sulfate, iron. The most important iron's function in the body is the production of hemoglobin and myoglobin, the form of hemoglobin found in muscle tissue, and the oxygenation of red blood cells. Iron is the mineral found in the largest amounts in the blood. It is essential for many enzymes, including catalase, and is important for growth. Iron is also required for a healthy immune system and for energy production. Because iron is stored in the body, excessive iron intake can also cause problems. Too much iron in the tissue and organs leads to the production of free radicals and increases the need for vitamin E. High levels of iron have also been found in association with heart disease and cancer. Unless you are diagnosed as anemic, you should not take iron supplements. If you take a multivitamin and mineral supplement, choose a product that does not contain iron. Calcium phosphate minerals are the main inorganic component of the bones and teeth. Phosphorus is needed for blood clotting, bone and tooth formation, cell growth, contraction of the heart muscle, normal heart rhythm, and kidney function. It also assists the body in the utilization of vitamins and the conversion of food to energy. A proper balance of magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus should be maintained at all times. If one of these minerals is present in either excessive or insufficient amounts, this will have adverse effects on the body. Sodium helps babies regulate fluid balance. Sodium is necessary for maintaining proper water balance and blood pH. It is also needed for stomach, nerve, and muscle function. Magnesium is a vital catalyst in enzyme activity, especially the activity of those enzymes involved in energy production. It also assists in calcium and potassium uptake. Magnesium is necessary to prevent the calcification of soft tissue. This essential mineral protects the arterial linings from stress caused by sudden blood pressure changes, and plays a role in the formation of bone and in carbohydrate and mineral metabolism. With vitamin B6, magnesium helps to reduce and dissolve calcium phosphate kidney stones, and may prevent calcium oxalate kidney stones. Zinc sulfate is a type of zinc, a mineral found in cells throughout the body. This essential mineral is important in prostate gland function and the growth of the reproductive organs. Zinc may help prevent acne and regulate the activity of oil glands. It is required for protein synthesis and collagen formation, and promotes a healthy immune system and the healing of wounds. It protects the liver from chemical damage and is vital for bone formation. It also helps to fight and prevent the formation of free radicals in other ways. During the earliest years of life, babies depend on zinc to help grow and develop properly. Zinc also enhances acuity of taste and smell. Zinc also plays a role in taste and smell development. Note that zinc is powerful immune system stimulant, necessary for T lymphocyte function, which is needed to fight infection, needed for all skin disorders. Cupric sulfate, CuSO4, is the technical name for copper sulfate, is a type of copper, a mineral that is part of several enzymes and proteins that helps the body use iron more efficiently. Copper is essential for the formation of collagen, one of the fundamental proteins making up bones, skin, and connective tissue. Among its many functions, copper aids in the formation of bone, hemoglobin, and red blood cells, and works in balance with zinc and vitamin C to form elastin, an important skin protein. It is involved in the healing process, energy production, hair and skin coloring, and taste sensitivity. This mineral is also needed for healthy nerves and joints. Minute quantities of manganese are needed for protein and fat metabolism, healthy nerves, a healthy immune system, and blood sugar regulation. Manganese is used in energy production and is required for normal bone growth and for reproduction. In addition, it is used in the formation of cartilage and synovial fluid of the joints. It plays a role in helping to break down and use carbohydrates, amino acids, and cholesterol. It is also involved in helping form connective tissue and bones, and supports brain and nerve function as well. It is also necessary for the synthesis of bone. Potassium iodide is a salt of stable, not radioactive, iodine. A mineral babies need to turn food into energy. It is also needed for a healthy metabolism that helps support proper bone and brain development during pregnancy and infancy. Needed only in trace amount, iodine helps to metabolize excess fat and is important for physical and mental development. It is also needed for a healthy thyroid gland and for the prevention of goiter. Iodine deficiency in children may result in mental retardation. Sodium selenite is a form of selenium, a mineral that supports thyroid function, and the production of DNA, the genetic material inside every cell. Selenium also helps protect babies from infection. Soy lecithin helps keep the plant oils in the infant formula and the added water together in the bottle. Without it, they would separate. Inositol, or vitamin B8, is a component of cell membranes that helps cells communicate with one another. Inositol is vital for hair growth. This vitamin has a calming effect and helps to reduce cholesterol levels. It helps prevent hardening of the arteries and is important in the formation of lecithin and the metabolism of fat and cholesterol. It plays a role in lung development in babies, and also helps remove fats from the liver. Choline is needed for the proper transmission of nerve impulses from the brain through the central nervous system, as well as for gallbladder regulation, liver function, and lecithin formation. It aids in hormone production and minimizes excess fat in the liver because it aids in fat and cholesterol metabolism. Without choline, brain function and memory are impaired. Research in the past decades indicates that choline plays an important role in cardiovascular health, as well as in reproduction and fetal development. Ascorbic acid, vitamin C, is an antioxidant that is required for at least 300 metabolic functions in the body, including tissue growth and repair, adrenal gland function, and healthy gums. It also aids in the production of anti-stress hormones and interferon, an important immune system protein, and is needed for the metabolism of folic acid, tyrosine, and phenylalanine. It protects against the harmful effects of pollution, helps to prevent cancer, protects against infection, and enhances immunity. Vitamin C increases the absorption of iron. It can combine with toxic substances, such as certain heavy metals, and render them harmless so that they can be eliminated from the body. This vitamin also may reduce levels of LDL, while increasing levels of HDL, as well as lowering high blood pressure and helping to prevent atherosclerosis. Essential in the formation of collagen, vitamin C protects against abnormal blood clotting and bruising, may reduce the risk of cataracts, and promotes the healing of wounds and burns. Vitamin B3, niacin/nicotinic acid, niacinamide, is needed for proper circulation and healthy skin. It aids in the functioning of the nervous system, in the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, and in the production of hydrochloric acid for the digestive system. It is involved in the normal secretion of bile and stomach fluids, and in the synthesis of sex hormones. Niacinamide. Important in the production of certain brain chemicals. In large doses, has a calming effect. Caution: do not substitute niacin for niacinamide. Niacin can be toxic in high doses. People who are pregnant or who suffer from diabetes, glaucoma, gout, liver disease, or peptic ulcers should use niacin supplements with caution. Niacin can elevate blood sugar levels. Calcium pantothenate, vitamin B5, known as anti-stress vitamin, plays a role in the production of the adrenal hormones and the formation of antibodies, aids in vitamin utilization, and helps to convert fats, carbohydrates, and proteins into energy. It is required by all cells in the body and is concentrated in the organs. Vitamin A palmitate is a form of vitamin A. It's found in animal products, such as eggs, chicken, and beef. It's also called preformed vitamin A and retinol palmitate. Vitamin A palmitate is available as a manufactured supplement. Unlike some forms of vitamin A palmitate is a retinoid, retinol. Retinoids are bioavailable substances. This means they are easily absorbed into the body and used efficiently. Both types of vitamin A help to support eye health, skin health, immune system function, and reproductive health. Vitamin A palmitate can be taken in supplement form to support and maintain optimum eye health, immune system health, and reproductive health. Vitamin A palmitate supplements are not appropriate for everyone. However, vitamin A palmitate in baby formula helps promote vision and supports the developing immune system. Riboflavin is necessary for red blood cell formation, antibody production, cell respiration, and growth. It alleviates eye fatigue and is important in the prevention and treatment of cataracts. It aids in the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Riboflavin also facilitates the use of oxygen by the tissues of the skin, nails, and hairs, eliminates dandruff, and helps the absorption of iron and vitamin B6. Thiamine hydrochloride, vitamin B1, enhances circulation and assists in blood formation, carbohydrate metabolism, and in the production of hydrochloric acid, which is important for proper digestion. Thiamine also optimizes cognitive activity and brain function. It has a positive effect on energy, growth, normal appetite, and learning capacity, and is needed for proper muscle tone of the intestines, stomach, and heart. Vitamin D3 is considered the natural form of vitamin D and is the most active. Vitamin D is required for the absorption and utilization of calcium and phosphorus. It is necessary for growth, and is especially important for the normal growth and development of bones and teeth in children. It protects against muscle weakness and is involved in regulation of the heartbeat. Vitamin D works to support strong bones by helping babies absorb calcium. Babies also need vitamin D to help their nerves carry message from their brain to the rest of their body. Vitamin B6, pyridoxine, is involved in more bodily functions than almost any other single nutrient. It affects both physical and mental health. It is beneficial if you suffer from water retention, and is necessary for the production of hydrochloric acid and the absorption of fats and proteins. It also aids in maintaining sodium and potassium balance, and promotes red blood cell formation. Pyridoxine is required by the nervous system and is needed for normal brain function and for the synthesis of the nucleic acids RNA and DNA, which contain the genetic instructions for the reproduction of all cells and for normal cellular growth. It activates many enzymes and aids in the absorption of vitamin B12, in immune system function, and in antibody production. Hydrochloride is a chemical term. It is an acid salt that has been formed after the hydrochloric acid has reacted with an organic base. I was unable to find clear information regarding its role in baby formula. Folic acid, folate, is considered a brain food, and is needed for energy production and the formation of red blood cells. It also strengthens immunity by aiding in the proper formation and functioning of white blood cells. Because it functions as coenzyme in DNA and RNA synthesis, it is important for healthy cell division and replication. Thus, folic acid plays a key role in helping babies make DNA, the genetic material found in every cell, to support growth and development. Vitamin K1 is the first forms of vitamin K, which comes from plants. Vitamin K is needed for the production of prothrombin, which is necessary for blood clotting. It is also essential for bone formation and repair. It is necessary for the synthesis of osteocalcin, the protein in bone tissue on which calcium crystallizes. Consequently, it may help prevent osteoporosis. Vitamin K plays an important role in the intestines and aids in converting glucose into glycogen for storage in the liver, promoting healthy liver function. It may increase resistance to infection in children and help prevent cancers that target the inner linings of the organs. It aids in promoting longevity. Vitamin K is a type of vitamin that helps babies' blood to clot. It is also known to help build healthy bones and muscle. Since newborns often have very little vitamin K, they are sometimes given a shot of vitamin K soon after birth. Biotin aids in cell growth, in fatty acid production, in the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, and in the utilization of the other B-complex vitamins. Sufficient quantities are needed for healthy hair and skin. Biotin also promotes healthy sweat glands, nerve tissues, and bone marrow. In addition, it helps to relieve muscle pain. Biotin helps babies convert the three macronutrients, carbohydrates, fats, and protein, into usable energy. Biotin also helps the nervous system function properly and supports the digestive tract. In infants, a condition called seborrheic dermatitis, or cradle cap, which is characterized by a dry, scaly, scalp, may occur as a result of biotin deficiency. Vitamin B12, also known as cobalamins, is needed to prevent anemia. It aids folic acid in regulating the formation of red blood cells, and helps in the utilization of iron. This vitamin is also required for proper digestion, absorption of foods, and the metabolism of carbohydrates and fats. It aids in cell formation and cellular longevity. Vitamin B12 prevents nerve damage, maintains fertility, and promotes normal growth and development by maintaining the fatty sheets that cover and protect nerve endings. Vitamin B12 also linked to the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that assists memory and learning. Vitamin B12 helps keep the baby's nervous system and blood cells healthy and functioning, and also helps babies produce DNA, the genetic material inside every cell. Vitamin E acetate is the stable form of vitamin E most often used in cosmetic formulations for its skincare benefits. Vitamin E prevents cell damage by inhibiting the oxidation of lipids, fats, and the formation of free radicals. It protects other fat-soluble vitamins from destruction by oxygen and aids in the utilization of vitamin A. It protects the LDL from oxidation as well. Vitamin E helps keep blood flowing through vessels properly, and babies need vitamin E to help support their developing immune system by acting as an antioxidant working to protect cells from damage. High concentrations of taurine are found in the heart muscle, white blood cells, skeletal muscle, and central nervous system. It is a building block of all the other amino acids as well as a key component of bile, which is needed for the digestion of fats, the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, and the control of serum cholesterol levels. It is vital for the proper utilization of sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, and it has been shown to play a particular role in sparing the loss of potassium from the heart muscle. This helps to prevent the development of potentially dangerous cardiac arrhythmias. Taurine has a protective effect on the brain, particularly if the brain is dehydrated. Taurine is found in concentrations up to 4 times greater in the brains of children than in those of adults. It might be that a deficiency of taurine in the developing brain is involved in seizures. Taurine is also associated with zinc in maintaining eye function. A deficiency of both may impair vision. Carnitine is not an amino acid in the strictest sense. It is actually a substance related to the B vitamins. Unlike true amino acids, carnitine is not used for protein synthesis or as a neurotransmitter. Its main function in the body is to help transport long-chain fatty acids, which are burned within the cells, mainly in the mitochondria, to provide energy. This is a major source of energy for the muscles. Carnitine thus increases the use of fat as an energy source. This prevents fatty buildup, especially in the heart, liver, and skeletal muscles. L-carnitine is a supplemental form of carnitine, is a carnitine derivative produced naturally in the body, is involved in carbohydrate and protein metabolism and in the transport of fats into the mitochondria. Yes, the body can manufacture carnitine if sufficient amounts of iron, vitamin B1, vitamin B6, and amino acids lysine and methionine are available. The synthesis of carnitine also depends on the presence of adequate levels of vitamin C. L-carnitine, acetyl L-carnitine, provides numerous other benefits to many of the body's systems. It helps to limit damage caused by oxygen starvation, enhance the immune system, protect against oxidative stress, stimulate the antioxidant activity of certain enzymes, protect membranes, slow cerebral aging, prevent nerve disease associated with diabetes and sciatica, modulate hormonal changes caused by physical stress, and increase the performance-enhancing benefits of branched-chain amino acids. Prolonged use and/or high doses of all sources of nutrition can be toxic and causing damage to the body. Therefore, we should balance our diet. As infants are a vulnerable population group, infant formula products are regulated by highly prescriptive provisions for the composition and labeling of these products. Prior to being permitted for use in infant formula products, nutritive substances, and novel foods need to be established as safe and demonstrate that they provide a nutritional or health benefit for formula-fed infants. However, my hope is that you too have read all other articles, so you can share your thoughts regarding this topic.